Hey, everybody, it's Amy Ness here with the Amy Ness Realty Group here for the Friday follow-up. And what am I going to talk about this week? Well, this week I'm going to talk about CMAs. Well, what does CMA stand for? Is it Country Music Awards? No, it's Comparable Market Analysis. And so that is data that I'm directly taking from the multiple listing service on sold properties. Now, those are not always just for sellers. I do CMAs also for buyers. And the CMA is a comparable market analysis. So I'm using like-kind properties. So liken it to apples, oranges to oranges, not apples to pineapples. And so basically we're going to have like-kind. So one-story home to one-story home, the age of the home, location, county, school district, square footage, basement or not, garage or not. And so all that information I can pull through the MLS and comp the home that we're talking about. So the subject of property. And so I do that for both buyers and sellers. So for sellers, I'm trying to find out what the market analysis is going to draw for market value, what a good list price would be. And so that is true data of solds only. And when it comes to a buyer, I would be doing a comparable market analysis for them to make sure that the price we're going in on is going to be a fair price. It's also going to appraise. So appraisers use the same data that I do, multiple listing service of solds. And usually it's in the last 6 months to a year. And they use the same apples to apples, not apples to pineapples. And so knowing that going out for a buyer, I can gauge whether or not the house might appraise. And appraisals can vary in price. So anywhere from $400 to $600 or more in our general area here in the Lafayette area. But what's important is we don't spend money on an appraisal and waste our time. So the buyer, I do the CMA for them, so I make sure it's going to appraise. I do that especially to make sure that our price is good. I don't want to have them waste money on something that's not going to appraise. That being said, case in point, represented a buyer this week. She found a property that was for sale by owner, and I went to go look at it, and it reminded me of an experience I had with a prior appraisal 2 doors down and across the street. So this listing was 1,300 square foot, 3-bedroom house. Well, the one down the street, I went through the same thing, and it actually was a 2-bedroom house and only 742 square feet. So I knew that from prior knowledge. I ran the comparables of the solds for a 2-bedroom home because I knew it was a 2-bedroom home. The bedroom in the basement was not finished like kind, so it was not a bedroom, and it didn't have a closet. So I had my buyers back. The difference in the dollars makes a big difference, and that was a $40,000 gap between the ask price and the appraised price on my CMA. So just trying to help.